30th and the 31st March was the best option for you to buy a two-wheeler because the companies are offering a lot of discount on their vehicles just because the government has banned the BS3 engines and the BS3 vehicles, so that the companies can stop manufacturing and registering the BS3 vehicles. So please keep watching this video. We are just going to discuss everything about the BS3 and the BS4 vehicles and how BS4 vehicles are more eco-friendly. Hello guys, I am Chetan Bhola and you are watching Bhola MacTech. So first of all, what is BS3 and BS4? BS stands for Bharat Stage. So BS3 means the vehicle is producing more emission than that of the BS4. As that numeric number increases, the emission of the vehicle decreases. So these are the norms that are set by the government. So first Indian emission norm was born in 1989 and BS3 was applied to all of the vehicles in October 2010 and BS4 is applied from the 1st April 2017. So as these emission norms were set by the government, the fuel also has to be changed so that when they just combust in the engine, they can produce a cleaner air in the exhaust. So nowadays we are using BS4 fuels because the cars are already having BS4 engines. The difference between BS3 and BS4 fuel is BS4 fuel are less are the difference between BS3 and the BS4 fuel is that BS4 fuels have less sulfur content in it, so that they are just going to produce less sulfur dioxide or sulfuric oxides. In order to comply with these norms, the company has to decide manner ways so that they can reduce their emissions below the norms that are set by the government. So what they can do, they can use a carbon canister, because when the fuel is in the tank and you just park the vehicle, so what happens is, due to the evaporation of the fuel vapors are produced in the fuel tank. So whenever you just go for the refueling of the fuel in your vehicle, you just open the tank, these vapor comes out of the tank and just pollute the environment, because these vapors are just the unburnt hydrocarbon that come out of the fuel. So for absorbing that unburnt hydrocarbon, you can use the carbon canister because it can absorb those unburnt hydrocarbon, and to curb the amount of the NOx that is produced by the engine in the exhaust, so we can just use a catalytic converter with a higher or huger surface area and the volume, so that more of the oxidation can be done by this catalytic converter, because as the surface area increases, this catalytic converter can absorb NOx and oxidize these NOx gases to less harmful, less toxic gases. So the catalytic converter can help. And another thing is by using the O2 sensor, so that it can just calculate that the catalytic converter is working properly or not. Now the R&D department of the company can just optimize the combustion process in the engine, so that a more efficient combustion can be taken out in the engine and produce less toxic gases. So in this way we can just control the SOx emission, the NOx emission, and the unburnt hydrocarbons or the carbon monoxide emissions by using these three steps. So there is a graph here. It is the carbon monoxide generation gram per kilometer, and here is the NOx in gram per kilometer. So this is the point, that is BS3, and Euro 3 was also the same standard. So this is the less than 2.5 gram per kilometer of the carbon monoxide can be ejected, and to 0.25 gram per kilometer of NOx can be emitted according to BS3. Now coming to BS4, it allows 1 gram per kilometer of the carbon monoxide and less than 0.1 gram per kilometer of NOx. So Euro 5 just allows 1 gram per kilometer of carbon monoxide and less than 0.1 gram of the NOx per kilometer. Now Europe is using Euro 6 standards, so you can assume how forward they are in these cases from us. So that's why they are more concerned about the environment. The government of India also needs to do something more about the environment. Now what if you brought up those BS3 vehicles. So if you bought those BS3 vehicles, they are not going to be banned. You can just continue polluting the environment. I think this is all about BS3 and BS4. If you still have any doubts and any queries, you can please ask me in the comment section below. If you didn't subscribe my channel, please subscribe at this moment, and don't forget to share this video to your friends so that they can also understand what BS3 and BS4 means. Thanks a lot guys for watching my video. Keep watching, keep sharing, and keep supporting.